Are you divorced or widowed? If so, you absolutely need to lean in and listen to this, because you could be sitting on a Social Security goldmine without even realizing it. So many people just assume their Social Security check is based on their own work history, and that simple assumption could be costing you thousands upon thousands of dollars every single year. We're talking about an incredible amount of money being left on the table, money you are legally entitled to, money that could completely transform your retirement from one of stress and worry to one of comfort and security. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the little-known Social Security rules that allow you to claim a much bigger benefit based on your ex-spouse's or your late spouse's earnings. And let's just bust the biggest myth right here at the start. In the vast majority of cases, your ex will not be notified, and it does not reduce their benefit by a single penny. This isn't some loophole, it's a feature of the system designed to protect you. We're going to break down exactly what you need to know, step by step, to see if you qualify for these huge, often overlooked payments. The truth is, the Social Security Administration's rulebook is incredibly complex. It's like a maze, and let's be honest, they don't exactly go out of their way to advertise these special benefits. But that's precisely why I'm here. For years, I've been helping people navigate this very system, and the number one thing I see is people, especially women who may have taken time out of the workforce to be caregivers, missing out on money that is rightfully theirs. They miss out simply because nobody ever told them it was an option. Today, that stops. We're going to cover the rules for divorced spouses, the rules for surviving spouses, and the critical strategies that can help you get every last dollar you deserve. You're going to want to grab a pen and paper for this, because the details really matter. Let's get into it. The real problem here is a massive information gap. Most of us are taught that our Social Security benefit is a straightforward calculation based on our 35 highest earning years. For someone who worked a consistent, high-paying job for 4 decades, that formula works out fine. But for millions of Americans, especially those who took time out of the workforce to raise kids, care for an elderly parent, or who earn significantly less than their spouse, that formula can lead to a pretty disappointing benefit check and a whole lot of financial anxiety. But what if I told you your own work record is only half the story? The Social Security system has specific provisions built right in to protect spouses, and that absolutely includes divorced and surviving spouses. These rules are there because the system acknowledges the financial partnership of a marriage. It's designed so you can potentially claim a benefit based on your former or late spouse's work record, and the Social Security Administration will always pay you whichever benefit is higher. Think about what that really means. If your ex-spouse was a high earner, their record could be the key to unlocking a much larger monthly payment for you than your own record ever could. Yet, it's shocking how many people are completely in the dark. A 2024 MassMutual survey found that more than 4 in 10 Americans nearing retirement had no idea that divorced people can collect benefits on an ex-spouse's record. Imagine that. Nearly half of the people walking toward retirement are completely unaware that a life-changing amount of extra income might be waiting for them. This isn't a small oversight, it's a critical gap in financial planning that can lead to real hardship, forcing people to pinch pennies when they should be enjoying a secure retirement. The money is there, but you can't claim what you don't know exists. Okay, let's get to the solution. We'll start with the rules for claiming on a living ex-spouse's record, which the SSA officially calls divorced spousal benefits. Before we even get into the checklist, the first thing you need to burn into your brain is this. It costs your ex-spouse nothing. It does not reduce their Social Security check, and it does not affect any benefits their current spouse might be getting. This is a separate entitlement based on the economic partnership during your marriage. So, how do you qualify? It's not a negotiation, it's a very clear checklist, and you have to be able to tick every single one of these boxes. First, the marriage had to have lasted at least 10 consecutive years. This is a non-negotiable, hard and fast rule. 9 years and 11 months won't do it. The SSA is very strict on this. Second, you have to be at least 62 years old. This aligns with the earliest age you can claim any retirement-based Social Security benefit. Third, you must be unmarried right now. Your current marital status is what dictates your eligibility for this specific benefit. If you remarry, you generally lose the ability to claim on a living ex-spouse's record. However, it's worth noting that if that subsequent marriage ends due to death, divorce, or annulment, you might get your eligibility back. Fourth, your ex-spouse has to be entitled to their own Social Security benefits. Now, here's a critical detail that a lot of people miss. Your ex doesn't actually have to be collecting their benefits yet. As long as they are eligible for them, meaning they are at least 62, you can claim yours. And, if you've been divorced for at least 2 years, you can file independently without them having to do a thing or even know about it. And fifth, the benefit you'd get from your own work record has to be less than the spousal benefit you're entitled to from your ex's record. You don't have to figure this out on your own. The SSA will do the math and automatically give you the bigger of the two payments. So, what's the payout? If you wait until your own full retirement age, you're entitled to an amount equal to 50% of your ex-spouse's full retirement benefit. Let's make that crystal clear with an example. Say your ex's full retirement benefit at their full retirement age is calculated to be $3,000 a month. Your potential spousal benefit is half of that, which is $1,500. Now, let's say your own benefit, based on your work history, was only $900. When you apply, the SSA would pay your $900 and then add another $600 from the spousal benefit to get you all the way up to that $1,500 total. That's a $600 a month raise, over $7,000 a year that you would otherwise be leaving on the table. As great as divorced spousal benefits are, survivor benefits are often even more powerful and financially significant. This applies to widows and widowers, and, this is key, it also applies to surviving divorced spouses. While a divorced spousal benefit maxes out at 50% of the ex's full benefit, a survivor benefit can be as high as 100% of what your late spouse was receiving or was entitled to receive. Let's talk about who qualifies. The eligibility rules here are a bit more flexible in some important ways. First, the age requirement is lower. You can start claiming a reduced survivor benefit as early as age 60, or even age 50 if you are disabled. And if you are caring for the deceased's child who is under age 16 or disabled, you can get benefits at any age, which is a critical protection for younger families. Second, the marriage duration. For a surviving divorced spouse, the marriage still must have lasted at least 10 years. But that 10-year rule is waived entirely if you are caring for your deceased ex-spouse's child who is your natural or legally adopted child. Now, here is the most critical difference and a major strategic advantage: the remarriage rule. For benefits on a living ex, remarrying at any age disqualifies you. But for survivor benefits, if you remarry after you turn 60, or 50 if you're disabled, you can still collect full survivor benefits from your deceased former spouse. This is a hugely important distinction that gives you so much more freedom and flexibility to move forward in your life without being financially penalized. The benefit amount is where you really see the power. If you wait until your full retirement age to claim survivor benefits, you will receive 100% of what your late spouse was getting. If they had been smart and delayed their own benefits to get a bigger check, you inherit that bigger check. If they passed away before they even filed for benefits, your payment is based on what they would have been entitled to at their full retirement age. Let's run the numbers. Imagine your late spouse was receiving a $2,800 per month Social Security check. As their survivor, at your full retirement age, you would step into that $2,800 a month benefit for the rest of your life, as long as it's higher than your own benefit. If your own retirement benefit was only, say, $1,200, that's an extra $1,600 every single month. That's over $19,000 a year. It is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful and tragically underused parts of the entire Social Security program. Look, I get it. Even with all this good news, you probably have some nagging questions and fears, especially when an ex-spouse is involved. That's totally normal, so let's tackle the biggest myths head on and put your mind at ease. Myth number 1. If I claim benefits on my ex's record, they'll find out and be angry. This is the number one fear I hear, and it's almost entirely false. Claiming a divorced spousal benefit is a private matter between you and the Social Security Administration. Your ex-spouse is not notified. The SSA simply uses their record as a reference to calculate your benefit. Think of it like a private financial transaction. Your claim has absolutely no impact on them. Their check doesn't go down, they don't get a letter, and they don't get an angry phone call. You don't need their permission, and you don't need to speak to them at all. Myth number 2. My claim will reduce my ex-spouse's benefit or their new spouse's benefit. Absolutely, unequivocally not. This is a common myth, but it's based on a misunderstanding of how Social Security is funded. The benefit you receive does not come out of their payment. This is not a zero-sum game where you're taking a piece of their pie. Your benefit is a separate entitlement that comes from the General Social Security Trust Fund, recognizing the economic partnership of your 10-plus year marriage. Your claim will not reduce their check, their new spouse's check, or any benefits for their children by a single dime. Myth number 3. I have to choose one benefit and stick with it forever. This is false, and understanding this unlocks a really smart claiming strategy, especially for survivors. While it's true you can't get your own retirement benefit and a spousal or survivor benefit at the same time, the SSA pays you the higher of the two. You can be incredibly strategic about when you claim each one. A common and brilliant strategy for survivors is to claim the survivor benefit early, let's say at age 60, to get some income flowing. While you're receiving that survivor benefit for the next several years, you let your own personal retirement benefit keep growing. Your own benefit increases by about 8% for every year you delay claiming it past your full retirement age, all the way up to age 70. Then, at age 70, you can switch from the survivor benefit to your own maxed-out benefit if it has become the higher amount. This lets you leverage both benefits at different times to get the most money possible over your lifetime. Navigating these rules can feel overwhelming, but you do not have to go it alone. Your very first step, right now, is to get your personalized information. You can do this by creating a My Social Security account on the SSA.gov website. It's free and secure. Your online statement will show you an estimate of your own benefits at different claiming ages. The next step is to call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213. Be prepared to be on hold, but it's worth the wait. Have your information ready, including your ex-spouse's or late spouse's name and Social Security number if you have it. If you don't have their SSN, don't give up. The SSA can often find their record with other information, like their date and place of birth. When you get a representative on the line, tell them clearly, I want to inquire about my eligibility for divorced spousal benefits, or, I want to inquire about survivor benefits. It is their job to help you get the maximum benefit you are entitled to under the law. If you found this information helpful, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We're always posting new videos to help you make sense of your retirement finances and get every penny you deserve. The bottom line is this: don't just assume your Social Security check is set in stone based on your own work history. If you are divorced after a marriage of 10 years or more, or if you're a widow or widower, there is a very real chance you are entitled to a much larger benefit than you currently think. You contributed to the household, you are a partner, and the Social Security system recognizes that. You are entitled to it. It is your money. Your job now is to do a little bit of homework, make that phone call, and claim the financial security you have rightfully earned. Don't procrastinate. Don't leave this money on the table. Take action today.